Even though everyone loves you, there's still a lot that goes on up in there. So when Joe told me that he was going to Turkey, obviously I didn't want him to go, and he just said, I'm just not happy. Like, I've tried everything, Megs, and I've got to do it.
Many of us have struggled with our weight at one time or another. But now, some are taking the extra step, surgery, to reduce our stomachs. Fueled by advertising online and difficulty accessing treatment in the UK, travelling abroad for surgery is getting more and more popular, and most people seem to have a great experience. So is it really safe to put your life in the hands of a surgeon abroad? There's one person, Joe, whose story really caught my attention. Joe's friends have agreed to tell me about him.
So I met Joe in 2017 at the airport.
So I did a season in Ibiza.
And we went on to live with each other in Ibiza for 6 months, and we had the best season of our lives.
He wasn't like someone's best friend, he was everyone's best friend.
When you think of Ibiza, you think of beach, bikinis, people walking around, not with many clothes on. Joe never let that affect him.
Like, he'd always just like take the piss a bit, like do big valley flops in the pool and like.
So how do you think his weight affected him?
He didn't really speak about it much, like, not to me anyway.
And he did try things. I mean, he'd go to the gym, he would have meal plans.
I always knew in the back of my mind that he would have loved to lose it.
Even though everyone loves you, there's still a lot that goes on up in there. So when Joe told me that he was going to Turkey, obviously I didn't want him to go. It was kind of at the time, I was just like, why are you doing that for? Like, you don't need to do that. And he just said, I'm just not happy. Like, I've tried everything, Megs, and I've got to do it.
And did you speak to him when he was in Turkey?
He messaged me when he was on the way there. I was a bit worried when he sent it me, because obviously I knew what the risks were of going there to do it. And
he went out, and I think it was the first day after he was having his operation. So it happened very fast.
And then I said the next day, good morning, I was Turkey this fine morning. Then the morning after, I messaged, yeah, were you all right? And then the message that day after that, on the 12th, I messaged just saying Joey.
What emotions are you supposed to show for something of a loss of a child, you know?
Well, the policeman gave us a phone number of the doctor in Turkey, at the hospital in Turkey, and then we rang the hospital. And the doctor just turned around and said, oh, he had low blood pressure, he had a heart attack, cardiac arrest and things like this. So we just assumed, with him being a biggish lad, that his body had failed, sort of thing. It was only when we got him back to England that they did a post-mortem on him in England, that we realised that what the Turkish doctor had told us was irrelevant. It was nothing to do with that.
He died of internal bleeding.
He died of internal bleeding from the surgery site. We didn't tell the family until after Christmas, because we thought it's Christmas and it's not going to be fair. It's going to upset a lot of people knowing what had actually happened.
Well, his friends mainly.
Were you waiting until after Christmas to tell everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all better. Nobody wants it. Right.
I'm all right, I'll get there.
Yeah.
We have his moments,
Yeah.
don't we?
Listening to Joe's story is heartbreaking. I've discovered that 7 people have died after travelling to Turkey for weight loss surgery since 2019. Joe never told his parents what clinic he was going to, and they say the surgeon stopped replying to messages. Is it safe for people to do research and go and have weight loss surgery in Turkey?
I think so. It's no less safe than any other thing really online. You know, it's just go to a reputable, credible company, check, speak to them, find out their insurance certificate, find out who the surgeon is and if they're registered with the board in Turkey. You wouldn't simply just walk in to any clinic to even get a Botox or a facial.
And there are a lot of examples of surgery going well when the right research is done. Like one of my best friends, Len. She had her weight loss surgery in Turkey, and now she's literally got everything she ever dreamed of. How long were you struggling with fertility before you had
Around about 7 years. Obviously nothing was working, but then around a year after having the sleeve, I was expecting Mia.
Yeah, like it's insane. Like the fact that I could potentially be that person as well. Do you know what I mean? I've struggled with fertility. It was one of my main reasons for having weight loss surgery, and to like see your story and how far you've come, like it really motivates me.
You don't think that when the doctors say, you know,
It's the way, yeah.
lose the weight. You don't believe that that is the problem. You think that can't be it. It can't be it. And actually, for a lot of people, it is. That is the issue.
And you're like the evidence.
Yeah, that I haven't changed anything else besides the fact that, you know, I've lost a considerable amount of weight.
One day will come shopping for me.
Yeah, definitely.
I've found out that in this country it's difficult to have the surgery on the NHS. That makes people make these quick decisions, and it's very easy to do that, and they don't put the time into researching where they're going, and all in all, surgery can be such a positive thing, but you need to do your research, and that's what's important.